A very good afternoon to you all, dear students. So today we will start with the new block, that is block 27. And the topic of our discussion for today is internal and external processes. So this is the topic of our discussion for today. Now our aim for today is students will be able to explain the internal and external process that change landforms. Resources needed is cream biscuits, that is worksheet S1, notebook, and your exit content book. So I will be showing you the cream biscuit, okay? So for which you have to observe, and if you have a cream biscuit with you, you can even look at it and do the experimental by yourself. All right. Now here are the keywords that we will use today: landform, internal, external, tectonic, and then gradational. Let us learn the meaning of keywords. Landform: any geological feature such as a mountain or valley, they are known as landform. Okay. And what is internal? Inside of something, they are known as internal, and opposite to that is external. Outside of something, on the exterior, they are known as external. And what is tectonic? Of or relating to or caused by large scale movements of the earth lithosphere, they are known as tectonic. And what is gradational? By regular steps or gradations, they are known as gradational. Now, what are the different types of landforms on the earth? So what according to you are the different types of landforms on the earth? Okay, so uh different landforms that we found on earth are mountains, hills, plateaus, valleys, plains, cliff, canyons, and gorges. They are known as the different landforms that we have on earth. Okay, it is in the form of mountain, it is in the form of hills, plateau, valleys, plains, cliff, canyons, and gorge. All right. Now today we will learn, all right, we will learn about some internal and external process that lead to the formation of landforms on the earth. Now the pieces of the earth. Okay, the pieces of the earth crust are continuously moving around. All right, remember, the pieces of the earth's crust are continuously moving around. So very often they collide against each other. Okay, very often they collide against each other. Now this is the biscuit. Okay, biscuit. This is a biscuit, a cream biscuit. Okay, so what you have to do with this cream biscuit is that uh, you try to break the upper layer of the biscuit into two pieces. All right, try to break the upper layer of the biscuit into two pieces. Now forcefully you push these two pieces against each other. Now after breaking the surface of the biscuit, now you try to join the biscuit together again. All right, you forcefully push these two biscuits against each other. All right, so if the two biscuits represent if the two pieces represents the pieces of the earth's crust, what natural disaster would this collision result in, and what kind of landform will be formed? So taking the example of this biscuit. Okay, suppose if you break the biscuit into two, all right, and if you try to join the biscuit forcefully. Okay, similarly, what will happen to the earth crust if the earth is represented by those two biscuits that you have brought and then you try to collide with each other? What natural disaster would this collision result in, and what kind of landform would be formed? Okay, so answer to that is see the action in the collision of the pieces of the crust, it will result in an earthquake. Okay, the earth will shake. All right, and it will form a mountain or a valley. All right, after the collision between the two earth crusts, after the collision of the two earth crusts, a mountain or a valley is formed. All right, now see, you use the biscuit to perform the following action with your partner. Okay, and if you are alone, you can always do alone. One piece goes under the other and one piece break into two. Now the next step is you imagine the following. Okay, one piece of a biscuit is held under running water for a long time. All right, you keep that one piece. If you break the biscuit into two, one piece you keep in the running water for a very long time, and one piece is held in front of a strong fan for a long time. Now discuss what will happen if you do like that. If you put one piece of biscuit into a running water for a very long time, and then you take another piece of a biscuit in front of a strong fan for a very long time. Now discuss what will happen. Alright, try to imagine what will happen, and the result of the action and the landform form would be. And if these pieces were pieces of the earth crust, you have to draw and fill in the table in your notebook. Okay, what will happen? All right, so you can always pause the video and then uh, write it down. Okay, the information. So what are the different actions which you perform, means with the two biscuit, and what were the result of those actions, and what were the landforms from that is through the discussion. Okay, all right, one piece of biscuit keeping in running water for so long, another one keeping near in front of a strong fan for a very long time. What will happen, and the result of the action and the landform it will form. Now answer to that. Okay, see, the first two actions where a piece of the crust goes under the other and the cut breaks into pieces, they will result in uplift or sinking of the earth's surface, and they will form mountains and valleys, as we have learned. Now going back to the next two action, where the small broken material from the crust will get carried away by the water and wind, would result in erosion of the land and forms valley and canyons. All right, now in internal process movement of, what are internal process? It is movement of pieces of the crust, and external process are wind, water, ice. They are known as external process. Okay, so remember, movement of the pieces of crust, they falls under internal process, and under external process, wind, water, and ice. All right, coming back to our generalized discussion. Okay, which actions were caused due to process inside the surface of the earth, and which action were caused due to outside the surface of the earth? Alright, from the two action, okay, which actions were caused due to process inside the surface of the earth, and which actions were caused due to process outside the surface of the earth? Alright, as you might have noticed, okay, the collision of pieces of the crust or tectonic plates is caused due to process that is inside the surface of the earth, called the tectonic or internal process. Alright, and the erosion of the crust is caused due to forces such as water, wind, and ice. Alright, so the eroded material is deposited elsewhere, that is by wind and water, to form new landforms. Okay, and these forces are outside the surface of the earth and are called gradational or external process. All right, which take place outside the surface of the earth. Inside the surface of the earth, they are known as the internal process. Okay, so always remember that. The last question. Okay, how do human activity influence the changes in landforms? So how do our activities influence the changes in landforms? How do human activities influence changes in landforms? Okay, so see, activities such as deforestation, that is cutting down of trees, and mining, it lead to soil erosion. Okay, this soil may be deposited elsewhere to form different landforms. Okay, so activities such as deforestation and mining, it always lead to soil erosion. Okay, and this soil may be deposited elsewhere in some other places to form different landforms. Now things to do for today is you have to do your practice question number 1, 2 and 3. Remember, practice question number 1, 2 and 3. Okay, along with your worksheet S1. So this is things to do, your homework for today. That's it. Take care, have a good day, and I will see you in the next video.